Plus, Elon Musk setting his sights on Social Security and other entitled programs in a new interview. Breaking overnight, a major Ukraine drone attack hits Russia as new ceasefire talks begin between the U.S. and Ukraine in Saudi Arabia. We're live with what to expect from those negotiations. Another twist in the Menendez brothers case, why the new L.A. district attorney is breaking with his predecessor and opposing a new sentence. A Facebook whistleblower shining new light on what she calls a growth at all costs push to expand its user base. Why she says the company compromised ethics as Meta moves to block her book, which is due out today. A little something for all of us at this hour, the new tech to help you sleep better. And the Seahawks swoop up a new quarterback, the $100 million deal for Sam Darnold, and all the other big moves from the NFL free agency. It's Tuesday, March 11th. Early Today starts right now. Good morning. It is good to be with you. I'm Jessica Layton. This Tuesday morning, President Trump's trade war is triggering more turmoil. China is hitting America's heartland with tariffs now in effect on many of our agricultural exports. And Canada is charging 25% more for electricity, which could raise energy bills in Minnesota, Michigan, and New York. But the White House is not backing down. More tariffs are planned to go into effect tomorrow for steel and aluminum imports. Meanwhile, fears over a possible recession are causing stocks to fall big time. The Dow closing down nearly 900 points, losing 2% of its value. The Nasdaq fell 4%. Tesla shares fell 15%. The electric car maker has seen 7 straight weeks of losses, while its CEO has been working with the White House. NBC's Alice Barr joins me now. Alice, good morning. With the backdrop of all of this, Elon Musk just gave a little more insight into some of the work he's doing there in D.C.
Yep. Good morning, Jessica. Elon Musk did an interview with Fox Business and said even though it has made it difficult for him to run his companies, he expects to keep working with the administration for another year. He says his Department of Government Efficiency now has a presence in every federal agency and suggested that popular federal benefit programs like Social Security and Medicaid need major cuts.
The raise report in entitlement spending, which is which is most of the federal spending is entitlements. So that's like the big one to eliminate, because that's the sort of $500 billion, maybe $700 billion a year.
Last night, a federal judge ruled that DOJ likely falls under the jurisdiction of the Freedom of Information Act, ordering the secretive group to quickly process FOIA requests, Freedom of Information requests. The judge writing the dramatic cuts it has apparently made with no congressional input appear to be unprecedented. NASA is complying with orders to slash its workforce, shutting down 3 of its offices, and the Pentagon is expected to cut up to 10% of all general and flag officers. That's according to 2 U.S. officials familiar with the plans. More than 200 employees at FEMA have been let go since Inauguration Day. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez spoke with an Air Force veteran who was laid off. She had this message for President Trump.
Look at what you're doing to families and individuals across America in small towns, counties, and states that voted for you, and realize that you're not draining the swamp. You are just hurting your everyday blue-collar and white-collar workers that were trying to be public servants and help you make America great again.
Late last night, President Trump showed his support for Elon Musk, saying he's going to buy a brand new Tesla this morning. The president says his billionaire advisor shouldn't be punished with boycotts as he works to make America great again. Jessica.
All right, Alice, thank you. New this morning, House Republicans have advanced a bill to try to avoid a government shutdown. Congress has until Friday to pass a budget. The full House is expected to vote today on the plan, which would fund the government for 6 months. It would then go to the Senate, where it needs 60 votes to pass. But at least one Republican member, Rand Paul, already saying he is a no because of concerns about spending. Democrats are also critical of the overall bill. Saudi Arabia is hosting a key summit later today with Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky both in attendance as Ukraine tries to repair relationships with Washington, D.C. Ukraine is expected to propose terms for a ceasefire today that would cover the Black Sea and long-range missile strikes, as well as the release of prisoners, at least according to two senior Ukrainian officials who spoke with the Associated Press. NBC's Matt Bodnar has the very latest on all of this. Matt, good morning.
Jessica, good morning. Big day for Ukraine at these talks. Putin has wasted no time exploiting Trump's decision to withhold military aid and intelligence sharing, and this is a decision that has already cost lives on the front and in the cities. This puts Zelensky and his team in a precarious position at these talks. The White House has made it clear that they don't think Ukraine has any right to make demands, or as Trump has put it, they have no cards. Nonetheless, Zelensky continues to try. Today, he is expected to pitch to Rubio a temporary ceasefire, and two unidentified senior Ukrainian officials speaking to the Associated Press say that Zelensky is ready to sign that controversial mineral deal, the one at the heart of this rift between Washington and Kyiv. Rubio, speaking to reporters on his flight to Saudi, said that his delegation's goal is to assess whether or not, in the view of the White House, Kyiv is seriously ready to engage in peace talks with Moscow. Meanwhile, concerns that America has switched sides in this war continue to motivate Europe's discussions on continental rearmament and also how to support Ukraine with or without the United States. In Paris today, military officials representing 30 nations, including from Oceania and Asia, will convene to work on a proposal to create an international peacekeeping force to deploy to Ukraine. Ukraine expressly wants an international force present to deter future Russian offensives after a ceasefire is reached. It is not yet clear that the United States will pledge to support such an effort. It's even less clear that Russia would allow it. Jessica?
All right, Matt, thanks so much. A federal judge has blocked the deportation of a Palestinian activist arrested by ICE agents on Saturday. Mahmoud Khalil was a key organizer of pro-Palestine demonstrations on campus at Columbia University. A detention hearing is set for today. His lawyers say Khalil is a permanent U.S. resident who is married to an American citizen who is 8 months pregnant. Fellow activists deploring the arrest.
People are being disappeared under our government's watch with no recourse, no charges, and it's a massive escalation that everybody should be concerned about.
The White House celebrated Khalil's arrest in a sarcastic social media post that said, "Shalom, Mahmoud." The Trump administration has pledged to deport those they say support, quote, terrorist organizations. But the New York ACLU described the detainment as an extreme attack on his First Amendment rights. A major legal setback for Lyle and Eric Menendez, the new LA County District Attorney withdrawing his predecessor's recommendation to have the brothers' sentences reduced. The Menendez brothers say they were abused by their father while they were convicted of murdering, whom they were convicted of murdering, rather, along with their mother. The DA saying this about their defense.
As their own attorney acknowledged, sexual abuse does not justify killing the abuser.
Their fate now resting in the hands of the judge, although the DA says he could change his recommendation if the brothers take what he calls full responsibility. A destructive EF2 tornado tearing through the Orlando, Florida area, leaving a path of rubble in its wake yesterday. The twister destroyed entire homes, ripping roofs off. That area is now littered with the debris, as you can see. Winds reached up to 115 miles an hour, flipping this tractor trailer on its side with a driver and a dog inside. Both are now safe. So far, no reports of any serious injuries or deaths. Residents and emergency crews are surveying the damage left behind from that fast-moving storm. The severe weather moving off the coast and spring-like temperatures are moving in, at least for most of us. NBC meteorologist Angie Lassman is tracking a March warm-up. Angie, good morning.
Hi there, Jessica. Good morning to you. And these are the warmest days of the year so far, and we're going to keep that kind of going. We've been running 10, 20, even 30 degrees above normal across a lot of folks' regions through the past couple of days, more than 30 degrees for parts of the plains. And we're going to continue to kind of see that same trend here as we get through the day today. Mid-60s in Detroit. Expect those low 70s for Washington, D.C. and Roanoke, high 70s for St. Louis. Even as we head into tomorrow, 60s and 70s across the Midwest and the Great Lakes. We see 77 degrees in Springfield. And by the time we get into late week, a little bit of a fluctuation, but still the high 70s on tap for Louisville as we head into the weekend, 80s for Memphis, close to 80 for Saturday in Charlotte, and we've got those 70s for our friends in Philadelphia too. Meanwhile, we've got some dry conditions that are leaving us with the fire alerts still up for parts of Texas and New Mexico, so no surprise that we've still got those alerts and the critical risk to deal with today. Again, those fires can start and spread quite quickly. Meanwhile, out west, we're looking at flood alerts as we gear up for our next big storm system. That's a look at the weather across the country. Let's see what's happening in your neighborhood. 73 degrees in Charleston today. Lots of sunshine for Charlotte and Raleigh. Atlanta tops out at 72 with full sunshine there as well. Mid 70s for Charleston and Louisville. We head to the upper 50s in Detroit, 70 degrees in Philadelphia this afternoon. And that's a look at your forecast, Jessica. Back to you.
All right, Angie, thank you. Crews in Washington, D.C. are in the process of dismantling Black Lives Matter Plaza. The mayor announced the decision to remove the yellow lettering last week, acknowledging she was under pressure from the White House and Republicans. The phrase was painted onto the street in summer of 2020 in the wake of protests after the murder of George Floyd by police. The removal should take about 6 to 8 weeks and cost around $610,000. Coming up, another setback for the Yankees 1 week ahead of opening day, and the Facebook whistleblower warning about the company.
Mom's gonna love this.
All right, kids, come on. It's time for bed.
Good morning, Mr. Snuggles.
Make breakfast special with the cocoa and hazelnutty goodness of Nutella.
Hot flash sweat. Just happens. But Secret Whole Body Dry Peel Deodorant absorbs sudden sweat for 72-hour freshness everywhere. Everywhere. Without aluminum. Finally! So surprise sweat stays my little secret. Secret, no sweat.
Can Neuriva support your brain health?
Mary, Janet, hey.
Eddie, no. Fraser, Frank. Frank?
Fred, how are you? Fred.
Support up to 7 brain health indicators, including memory. When you need to remember Neuriva.
With bugs, the struggle is real. That's why you need Zevo Traps. Zevo attracts and traps bugs 24/7 using a blue and UV light with no odor and no mess for effortless protection. Zevo, people friendly, bug deadly.
We're back with an NBC News exclusive, an interview with a former director at Facebook who's written a new explosive book about her time at the company. That new book, due out today. NBC's Stephanie Gosk has more.
I want to talk about something important today.
Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg says he wants Facebook to be a home for free speech.
It's time to get back to our roots around free expression.
But in her book, Careless People, a cautionary tale of power, greed, and lost idealism, former Facebook director Sarah Wynne Williams says the company was ready to abandon those principles roughly a decade ago to gain access to a critical market by appeasing the Chinese government.
They wanted a version of Facebook that could censor, that would give them control, sort of the anti-freedom of expression version of Facebook.
And to do that, did Facebook have to compromise some of its policy?
To me, it seemed like Facebook compromised almost every policy it had.
Relying on documents, emails, and her own experience, the former diplomat who helped Facebook navigate global relations with world leaders chronicles her 6 years working for the company and her own disillusionment when she says she realized all Facebook cared about was, in her words, growth at all costs.
More. They just
bigger.
More money, more people using the product, more.
Meta is trying to block the book's publication. In a statement, the company writes, "We do not operate our services in China today. We ultimately opted not to go through with the ideas we'd explored," which Mark Zuckerberg announced in 2019. Back in 2015, Wynne Williams says Zuckerberg was desperate to break into China and actively strategized ways to make it happen. An internal document provided by Wynne Williams and reviewed by NBC News weighed the pros and cons of Facebook conducting surveillance for the Chinese government. One employee raising the concern that it could lead to death, torture, and incarceration of Facebook users in China.
There were people within Facebook that thought, oh, we might get some people killed because of this.
Right, but that's worth it. That's okay if you get into China.
In another document Wynne Williams cites in her book, Facebook staffers lay out how the company could react if their plans were leaked to the public, including drafting fake headlines they may need to respond to, like China now has access to all Facebook user data, or Facebook grants backdoor access to Chinese user data. NBC News has reviewed that document as well. In the end, a deal to operate in China wasn't reached. In 2017, Wynne Williams was fired. She believes it was retaliation for a sexual harassment accusation she made. A Meta spokesperson said 8 years ago, Sarah Wynne Williams was fired for poor performance and toxic behavior, and an investigation at the time determined she made misleading and unfounded allegations of harassment. The mother of three says she wrote this book knowing the reaction could be fierce.
I think people deserve to know the truth. They deserve to know what this big, powerful company is really like.
With Meta set to become even more influential in the age of artificial intelligence, that is why she says she is sounding the alarm. Stephanie Gosk, NBC News, New York.
Still to come, a big Bronx bombshell for the Yankees ace, and the NFL's free agent frenzy just getting started. Find out who could be starting for the Seahawks and the Jets next fall.
Everyone wants to be the Cadbury bunny, because only he brings delicious Cadbury cream eggs, while others may keep trying. No bunny knows Easter better than Cadbury.
Introducing Allison's Black Psoriasis. She thinks her flaky gray patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis. Over here. Otezla can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking. Doctors have been prescribing Otezla for over a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Severe diarrhea, nausea or vomiting, depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss can happen. Tell your doctor if any of these occur and if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts.
With clear skin, Girls' Day Out is a good day out. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
With bugs, the struggle is real. That's why you need Zevo traps. Zevo attracts and traps bugs 24/7 using a blue and UV light with no odor and no mess for effortless protection. Zevo, people friendly, bug deadly.
Always dry scoop before you run. Listen to me. Hot dog diet got me shredded.
It's time we listen to science. One A Day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One A Day, science that matters.
Mom's gonna love this.
All right, kids, come on. It's time for bed.
Good morning, Mr. Snuggles.
Make breakfast special with the cocoa and hazelnutty goodness of Nutella.
$49. Tennis bracelets, $5.99 per carat. 2-carat 3-stone rings or studs, $19.90. Guaranteed to appraise for double factory direct. The Jewelry Exchange, Tustin.
I love Tito's tacos. You love Tito's too. I love Tito's tacos. What else can you do? You can also try delicious burritos, chips and salsa, enchiladas. The only thing better than a Tito's taco is stew. The only thing better than a Tito's taco is stew. I love Tito's tacos. You love Tito's too.
I called Morgan & Morgan. They asked me some questions on the phone, which maybe took 5 minutes.
I was in a wheelchair, so a lot of it was done online.
It was not in legal mumbo-jumbo to where I could not understand it.
It was the easiest thing in the world.
Off play action. Stepping up. Launching downfield. And it is caught! Twisted.
Sam Darnold is joining the nest of the Seahawks. ESPN reporting Monday that Seattle signed the Pro Bowl quarterback to a 3-year, $100.5 million deal. Not bad. Darnold, who revived his career with the Vikings in 2024, replaces Geno Smith, whom Seattle reportedly traded to the Raiders last week. Both Darnold and Smith got their start on the New York Jets. who filled the Aaron Rodgers-shaped hole in their roster Monday. Gang Green signed quarterback Justin Fields to a 2-year, $40 million deal, according to ESPN. The dual threat quarterback started 6 games for the Steelers last season. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, still don't know where he's going to end up, but stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned indeed. All right, the Yankees will have to set out on their quest for redemption without one of their most important players. The team announcing Monday that ace Jarrett Cole will undergo Tommy John surgery, sidelining him for the entire 2025 season. Posting on Instagram, Cole said he's still determined to bring a championship to New York and that the surgery is the necessary step for his career. This, of course, not the only injury. They've had multiple. Giancarlo Stanton, someone that the folks are going to be missing too, but of course, I mean, we'll see how it all shakes out.
Tough time to be a Yankees fan in the preseason, though. When we come back, big changes could be on the way for Apple users, and how Krispy Kreme is creating luck for customers this month, just in time for St. Patrick's Day.
Marshall's buyers have a very particular set of skills. They can hunt down the latest trends.
Double denim is back. So chic.
And take quality very, very seriously.
Ceramic.
They're highly trained deal-making professionals who travel far and wide to hustle the best of the best for you. We get the deals. You get the good stuff. Marshall's.
With bugs, the struggle is real. That's why you need Zevo traps. Zevo attracts and traps bugs 24/7 using a blue and UV light with no odor and no mess for effortless protection. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
For years, one supplement claimed it improved memory. But the truth, it can't support those claims. Choose Nariva Plus, which supports 6 brain health indicators, including memory, with clinically tested ingredients. It's time to switch to Nariva.
Mom's gonna love this.
All right, kids, come on. It's time for bed.
Good morning, Mr. Snuggles.
Make breakfast special with the cocoa and hazelnutty goodness of Nutella.
Let me see my new granddog.
Say hi, Grandma.
You're feeding him Blue Buffalo, right?
No, we got Purina One. It's all the same stuff.
Not really. Blue Life Protection Formula's got deboned chicken, chicken meal, brown rice, oatmeal, barley.
Well, Purina One has chicken, rice flour, corn gluten meal, whole grain corn, chicken byproduct meal.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Switch to Blue and feed your dog like family.
You know what you don't see in psoriasis commercials? The thousands of real people who go undiagnosed. People whose psoriasis can look very different depending on their skin tone. As the makers of Tremfya, we understand that everybody's moderate to severe plaque psoriasis doesn't look the same. So we undertook a first-of-its-kind study of plaque psoriasis in every skin tone. Like hers, and his, and yours.
Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine.
Ask your dermatologist about Tremfya.
Mopping is hard work. Then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket, with the Swiffer Power Mop.
You don't wake up dreaming of McDonald's fries. You wake up dreaming of McDonald's hash browns. Set your alarm.
Making headlines this morning, today marks 5 years since the COVID-19 outbreak was declared a global pandemic. The virus claimed more than 1 million U.S. lives since then, and World Health Organization data shows more than 7 million have died worldwide. Elon Musk says the X outage Monday was due to a massive cyber attack. In a post to X, the social media giant CEO said it was done by either a large coordinated group or a country. Apple is planning a major overhaul of its operating systems for Macs, iPads, and iPhones. People familiar with this tell Bloomberg the update will include changes to icons, menus, and apps. Krispy Kreme is launching 4 new St. Patrick's Day themed donuts. The chain is also randomly selecting customers each day to be entered to win a pot of gold pass. Winners chosen on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, will get free glazed original donuts for a whole year.
Herbal Essences is a force of nature, made with supercharged botanical blends. Our sulfate-free formulas deeply penetrate to boost hair health without the Salon Naturals price tag. Herbal Essences.
Everyone wants to be the Cadbury bunny, because only he brings delicious Cadbury cream eggs, while others may keep trying. No bunny knows Easter better than Cadbury.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is... Wow. Sinex? Breathe. Ah.
Mom's gonna love this.
All right, kids, come on. It's time for bed.
Good morning, Mr. Snuggles.
Make breakfast special with the cocoa and hazelnutty goodness of Nutella.
From Israel, from Tampa, from Los Angeles, the front lines of a fire. From Reagan National Airport, where flights resumed. Why is it so difficult to take this? They've been making water drops throughout the night.
If you're up early with us today, you might be one of the millions of Americans who struggle with sleeping. And several devices on the market claim to help you get better rest. But do any of them work? NBC's Vicky Nguyen takes a look.
Sleep troubles.
You okay in here?
Why is it so hot in here? How can they sleep like this? Too hot, too cold, can't fall back asleep. Experts say the struggle is real.
Sleep is incredibly important for our daytime function. It's incredibly important for longevity, for our immune system.
Dr. Shalini Paruthi serves on the Emerging Tech Committee of the American Academy of Sleep Medicine. We wanted to know if she thinks popular sleep devices can really help us get more Z's.
What are realistic expectations for people who are investing in these devices?
It's incredibly important to know what you are purchasing. Does it actually address the symptom or problem that you're experiencing with your sleep?
First up, the $400 Somni Sleep Headband. The maker says the device delivers transcranial electric stimulation through these electrodes to help your brain relax and optimize your sleep.
I think I've had a sort of a long-term battle with sleep.
Nurse Steve Mitchell says he struggled to stay asleep after switching from overnight shifts to day shifts. He wore the headband for 15 minutes before bed each night.
I noticed immediately that not only was I sort of feeling ready to fall asleep quickly, but I experienced great balance between sort of the various stages of sleep.
Experts say the ideal temperature for sleep is 68 to 72 degrees. For about $2,700, the 8 Sleep Pod offers to adjust the temperature of your bed for optimal sleep.
I have a hard time falling asleep and waking up so early.
NBC News and SNL makeup artist Madison Bermudez says she has sleep issues because of her long hours, so she agreed to give the 8 Sleep Pod a try. She says it was easy to set up and use. The device is a mattress cover with tubes that recirculate water from a tank that's plugged in. Sensors monitor your body temperature and make it cooler or warmer as needed. Madison, who uses a ring to track her sleep, says she did notice she was going to bed earlier and sleeping an average of 30 minutes longer after using the 8 Sleep.
I think really what's helping me feel well rested is when I go to bed at a decent time.
Sleep experts say device or not, the key to quality sleep is going to bed at a consistent time each night, keeping the room dark, and for adults, getting at least 7 hours of shut-eye each night.
Don't ask about our sleep here. Our thanks to Vicky for that report. Thanks for watching Early Today. I'm Jessica Layton. Have a great Tuesday.
Medical bills piling up, and you don't know what to do.